This will be our home for the night.
So we finally got to our travel stop for tonight. We're at a harvest house called Gray Cliff Mills, and it's super nice here. We'll get a video in just a minute here when we walk down and show you guys what the inside looks like. But it's definitely a nice area. Now you are near the road, so you get some road noise, which you might be able to hear right now. This morning we kind of had a little bit of a crazy travel day. Before we left, we had to stop at a tire shop because our tires looked like they were kind of bubbling on the side, 2 of them. And we don't know too much about tires, but from the research I did, it pretty much said that if you've got any kind of bubbling or anything like that, you should definitely stop and get it checked out. Luckily, there was a tire shop in Cody, Wyoming called Rimrock Tire, and they were nice enough that they were able to squeeze us in. So we were able to stop in this morning before we left for the day. We had 3 different technicians look at it, and they all thought that there's no issue, but we're just glad to be rather safe than sorry. So we always keep an eye on that thing, especially with safety, especially when this is our only home on wheels. So after that, we had about a 2-hour drive here. It went really smooth. Obviously, the traffic in Wyoming, Montana is like nothing compared to the east. I'm definitely excited to be in our spot for tonight.
What do you think, Devin?
It's pretty cool here. Reminds me of a place back home called Fox Meadows.
It's actually really, really good. It's homemade.
Really good shake for $5, that's for sure. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. This might be the nicest harvest house we've stayed at.
It really is.
So besides having amazing milkshakes, which I absolutely just devoured mine, and Tiffany's halfway through hers, they have bagels, they have pastries, there's coffee. They're opening up a creamery this summer. But it's a very, very nice place. It has that rustic, very farmhouse style. But it's gorgeous here. They just opened last year. Definitely the best harvest house I've ever stayed at. Is that good?
It was.
The awesome thing about the harvest host is meeting the people that also stay there. Now, not every harvest host allows more than one RV to stay there, but when there are multiple, it's really cool. So we met a couple that is on their way to Alaska, and we went and had breakfast with them, and we were there for hours talking about traveling and all kinds of stuff. So that's always a cool thing because you always have that same thing in common. And then on our way out, we met another couple that's also full-time, and they are just about to get out of full-time, but they were telling us about all their adventures too. So it's always awesome to meet new people on the road, and we look forward to meeting many more new people. Today we left our amazing harvest host, the Gray Cliff Mill, and if you ever get a chance to stop out there, it's Gray Cliff, Montana, just east of Livingston, Montana. Definitely must stop. Now we're at one night, working our way up to Missoula. Right now we're just outside of Butte. Not the best campground. I probably wouldn't recommend it to most people, but we're just spending one night, so it's whatever. But right now I'm working on making some ribs so that we can have a good meal tonight, and then from there, off to Missoula tomorrow, and we're gonna start 4 harvest hosts in a row, which we love harvest hosts. So I think the first one's a farm, then a barbecue smokehouse, then a cherry orchard, then a winery, and then we're going to be in Glacier for 17 days, so I'm super pumped about that. We just got to our harvest house in Missoula, Montana. It's super hot out. Thank goodness we have solar, so we turned on the AC, saw there's a water park in town, and we're heading in. So the pool was amazing. It felt so good in the 87 degrees outside. $8 a person for adults, and it's less than that for kids, so it's not bad at all. There's 3 huge water slides that are like 3 stories tall. There is a lazy river. There's an Olympic-sized pool, and then there's like a kiddie area. So definitely worth it. This morning we just fueled up. We're heading up to Polson, Montana to, I think, probably the harvest host that I'm most excited for, which is a barbecue smokehouse. I mean, how cool is that? Who doesn't love barbecue? And it's right on a lake too. So as soon as we get there, we'll be showing you guys around. But I am so excited, and Montana has just been beautiful. Are you excited for your truffle fries?
I am.
I got the smoked brisket sandwich with a spicy aioli and some caramelized onions. So pumped. Brisket is so tender, and then like that sauce is so good. Thumbs up. So what'd you order?
I got pork tacos. That's nice and messy.
Looks like homemade taco shells.
It's really good. Dylan, stop.
So we just got to our next harvest host, which is Bowman's Cherry Orchards in Big Fork, Montana. Literally went like 18 minutes north of our last harvest host. So we got some cherry juice.
Guess how many pounds of cherries are in that?
Yeah, this little bottle, 16 ounces, so 1 pound. It is 5 pounds of cherries to make this. So they told us don't drink it all in one shot, because I'm assuming you can get sick or something. So they said drink it over a few days.
That's a lot of sugar.
Yeah. Then we got some huckleberry jam, which is just mainly in the Pacific Northwest. They said that if they had to pick one jam, this is what they would do. So we're gonna try it. If we really like it, maybe we'll get a bigger one. Then of course we got the combo pack, which is the dark sweet cherries, and then the Rainier cherries, which we love Rainier, and they're hard to find back home because it's mainly a Pacific Northwest thing. We tried a sample of these dark cherries and they were really good too. It's a really nice place to stay here. Now you are kind of close to the road, so you do get some road noise. It's definitely a nicer harvest host than we've stayed at a couple nights ago.
It is good. It's not as sugary as I thought it would be, but I can see what they're talking about. You only need a little bit.
Yeah, I think it says right on the bottle here, it says 100% cherry juice, pasteurized, no added sugar. So first try the huckleberry jam. That is really good. Really, really good.
It's already in your teeth.
It's better than grape jelly. Already in my teeth. Here, Tiff, now you try.
While Blue and Dylan are playing in the water, Oakley is shivering because he's too cold.
You're fine.
Get it out.